Looks like we got everybody. Yes, we do. Okay, I was wondering why the 25X, who Billy Griffin did have an issue in the heat races, was coming to a stop, but it looked like he was just adjusting that steering wheel. On the front row, the number 29 of Charles Becker 2 is outside. No relation to that is Billy Wormsbecker. That's a joke there. That's
one's warmer.
Yeah, one's warmer. Yeah, the worm. Row 2 is Corey Sample, and the number 00 from Nevada to his outside. That is Andy Obertello, and the 129. The family's back home baking some whatever they're baking. And then we got row 3, the 198. That's Rebel Rouser Robbie Sawyer. To Robbie's outside, Bradley Morris, winner of this event 1 month ago, night number 1 in the 24. Matt Hicks in the 28. To his outside, it is Mike Corning in the 44. The 70 machine, that is driver Terry Hirschberger. And the 78, piloted by John Walton. The 23 of Orsti Ganola. And the 42W of James Corey. We go Modified Racing. Rounding out the field, the 25X Billy Griffin, the 99 of Eddie Gurrell, and the 31 of Clark, Dave Clark. We are racing up front. Sample with the lead, but the 44W slipping and sliding. Here comes the 24 of Bradley Morris to the inside and into the second spot around the 29 of Becker. And along with him, the 198, that is the Rebel Rouser Robbie Sawyer, up to the third spot now.
Wild and crazy.
Right you are, kid. Lap number 2, Corey Sample, your leader. It is Morris and the 198, who I thought was going to get into the 24 Morris. Robbie Sawyer on the charge in the third spot, but battle here out of turn number 2. That's a battle for 7th. 6, I should say. Between the 28, the bright yellow, but we go yellow. Talking about Hicks. Trouble for the 42W in the center of 1 and 2. That is James Corey.
Was there anyone else we needed to get names for?
That was it.
You got them all?
I got them all.
Nice work.
You got them all.
Right you are, Ken.
So trouble for the 42W. That would almost continue the streak of cautions on lap number 2, but that one came out on lap number 3.
Well, if it makes you feel better, one of those streaks was on lap 1, and we had a full restart.
Yeah. Well, James Corey continues on. Matt Hicks into the infield area. It looks like they're attending to maybe the window net.
They're fighting them.
Does that mean Hicks goes to the back? He's in the top 7.
On our sheet it says Hines. You like that?
Matthew Hines. It's cool to see Matt Hicks, Trevor. He was messaging us this week saying, "Hey, are you guys going to be at Perris?" And we told him, "Of course not." And so we showed up anyways. But the cool thing is, Trevor, we used to watch him. We watched him grow up in his racing career in Southern California, Trevor. That's from San Diego. He normally races in that car at the Perris Speedway in San Diego area, but he traveled a little bit up north. So hopefully we get to see Matt Hicks a lot more, whether he goes and races maybe at Bakersfield Speedway or maybe some of the other big events farther up north. But it's still cool to see Matt Hicks again in front of us. Just the track compound is made a little bit differently, a little bit more old school.
Just a little bit.
And Jeffrey Andy Obertello in the 129. Get a good look at that car.
All right.
Normally number 29, and I'm going to try to get us some, maybe a curious of what the family is baking at home. But we had a little back and forth between the Obertello family and friends. Andy Obertello racing here at Perris. The family back up north, doing some picture work and doing some baking. So I wonder if it's a cake for my birthday in a couple days. We don't know. Here we go, green. Hicks to the inside of Warmspecker, also battle for the second spot. Sawyer was to the inside of Morris, but you're watching.
Threw it in.
You're watching all the battles here right now. Bradley Morris trying to close in on Sample.
Sample's doing a really good job keeping those drivers behind him.
Corey Sample, no stranger to this track. He was out here a month ago. Battle for the second spot continues on. Sawyer down low. Looking for that second spot.
Hicks takes over the fifth spot.
Into the top 5 goes that 28 machine. And into the second spot goes the 198 of the Rebel Rouser Robbie Sawyer. Morris now slipping to third. And on the charge, the 129 of Obertello. Morris throws it down low, but Sawyer with the outside run holds off the 24th challenge. 6 down, 14 to go. Good racing here from the Perris Auto Speedway.
Oh, boy.
And a big motor problem for that 44. Into turn number 1, we go yellow. And you can see nothing but steam. And maybe some smoke mixed in with it. But the 44 of Mike Corning is going to have to retire out of this race early.
And that's not the kind of mechanical issue. Like, if you could choose, you do not want to see a motor issue on a 2-day show.
Also in the pit area, the 25X problems continue for Billy Griffin. But yeah, Jeffrey, if you're going to pick any mechanical problem, you don't want it to be the expensive one.
What would you choose? What's your mechanical problem?
I don't know,
choice?
maybe a stub toe or something.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I see somewhat of a trail going into the corner.
Well, caution lap number 7 on this one as we close in on the halfway point.
Fantastic racing, though, Jeffrey, between Sample trying to hold off the challenges behind him. He's doing, like you said, a great job. The Nevada racer, the Winnemucca Nevada driver.
Winnemucca Road.
No, you know what? I think it is Winnemucca. I don't know. He's from Nevada, somewhere up there, near where my aunt lives. I think he normally races over at Rattlesnake Raceway in Fallon. Which, if I ever get a chance to go up there and watch a race, I will gladly go visit my aunt and uncle up there as well. So maybe I'll just have to visit with Corey Sample and his crew.
Hitch a ride.
And hitch a ride. But Jeffrey, the 198, Robbie Sawyer, he let us know that he's coming in here for 2 big wins from Bakersfield, competitor at the Bakersfield Speedway. Then you got Bradley Morris. His home track is right here at the Perris Auto Speedway. And Andy Obertello 4th, Northern California. And then Hicks from San Diego. Here we go. Sample, you don't want to look to your outside right now because here comes Robbie Sawyer with a great run out of turn number 2, Jeffrey. And he's going to slip it up in the center of the corner and lose that momentum. Looks like Robbie got that 198 over-rotated a lap ago. And that really made Bradley Morris think about it. Oh, Morris with a little bit of an off-road excursion. And around to the 99 of Terrell.
Battle for the lead.
We stay green. Warmspecker up the track. He's going to park it in the corner pocket. time he's going to officially take it. Robbie Sawyer, the Rebel Rouser, we call him, warms Becker in the pits. And look at that Sawyer. As soon as he got by Sample, I don't know, Jeffrey's Sample either falling off the pace or Robbie Sawyer was just playing with him until he got by.
Well, I mean, it's not just Corey that Robbie's pulling away from. He's taking it away from the rest of the field.
Yeah.
One car falling off is Morris.
Yeah, Morris, he kind of got all crossed up going into turn number 3.
Oh, something broke.
Yep.
He's in the wall.
Up in the wall, turn number 2. Bradley Morris.
I guess that would be why he was slipping back.
Flipping back a couple laps ago, he popped himself a little wheelie on the high side of turns number 3 and 4, like maybe something started breaking and he got up in the rough stuff, and now it's officially broken, lap 12. 8 to go.
I mean, it's also could have probably been as simple as a tire just going down.
I don't know, but Jeffrey, we saw that car just crank it to the right, so something tells me it could be a little bit more.
Would you say it's a little bit Morris?
A little bit Morris. Damn. Good racing though so far.
And what I didn't like about that whole incident was the second and last time he caught the wall. You could see the steering just completely jerked, and that's usually a sign that it's straining that right front suspension. So it might be more issues for the 24 to fix, just like me and my filming right now.
Bradley Morris, Jeffrey, bummer for him. He's a flagman at the ready, field at the ready. Restart with 8 to go.
Sample was at the ready.
Sample lined that restart up, but Sawyer with that outside momentum is going to carry back that lead out of turn number 2.
Overtello up the track. Gets it back going. Hicks just behind.
Overtello running that high side like you're talking about, Jeffrey. That's where all the fast guys are running, it seems like, at least the 2 that are left in front of him. Overtello now closing in on that double zero Sample. He might have found something up there with that 129.
Tommy Sawyer's car is just on rails today.
Checking out like a cheap hotel. Into turn number 1, 5 laps to go. And the battle now looks like it's going to be, Clark around in turn number 2. He keeps it going. But the battle that's going to start brewing, I believe, is going to be that battle for second between Sample trying to hold off the oncoming challenge of Overtello. Waltzing around, everybody doing a fantastic job from keeping it off. Look out, Sawyer, slow down. He's gonna have to get up into the loose stuff up high, into the fluff. The fluff. It's actually. We'll see if we can straighten it all out for tomorrow.
Yeah.
The internet, not us. 17 down out of 20. I think that's 3 laps to go.
I don't think anyone's got anything for Sawyer, but that battle for second, Tommy,
is good and good. There's Sample with a bobble into turn number 1. That allows Hicks now with a run and a move to the inside into the top 3. But he goes way wide and he will hurt that 129 of Overtello's top 3 run. Overtello, though, fighting back down low, so he might get that 3rd spot back.
might see a little bit of a payback, too. He might not have been happy about that move. Even though it looked Like you said, that was a...
Oh, I thought there was going to be some choice words between Obertello and Hicks.
Well, I wonder if Obertello was about to have choice words and then realized that Hicks' car is literally falling apart.
Yeah. A great drive by Hicks, but yeah, Obertello definitely got moved out of third. It was just, to me, it looked like hard racing, but... Oh, there it is. We knew Andy would have a sign language for him.
I mean, you think, I just feel like Andy's
going to finish third, damn it, whether he wants to or not.
I just wonder if Andy noticed that his rear end was touching the inside wall.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure Andy was quite pleased of it, too, a little bit.
I mean, there's a good chance that whatever broke there happened when the two had contact anyways. So we might have these two have a conversation right in front of us. Grab your microphone, chug it down.
I got to just throw it down there and see if I can reach. Well, Robbie Sawyer, Jeffrey, he came out that second half of this race and just flat destroyed him. But Robbie Sawyer out of his car, happy camper.
Oh, Obertello's going to roll into Matt Hicks now.
Yeah, who cares? There you go. What's he pointing? Oh. Let's see what they. Oh, they don't seem like they're any crazy upset. So
he pushed him.
Matt's still leaning on him. Yeah, they look like they're happy as they can.
I think Andy was more upset that his car broke.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you break it?
Good stuff.
There's your winner, Robbie Sawyer.
Yeah, he's getting a nice interview there. Corey Sample with a great run in the second spot. That made that trip, at least for the first night, worth it.
Are you sure you got everybody on there? No, you got everybody.
I get most of them. I'll keep talking. You let me, trust me.
Robbie Sawyer from Bakersfield.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be here. Thank you.
Coming down south and got it done in that brand new racing machine, Victory Circle race car.
Once again, that's going to wrap it up for us here at Perris.
I have a video of Matt Hicks eating Cheez-Its without shoes on.
Yes.
I just thought I'd throw that out there for everybody.
Matt Hicks is now trying to get an interview, but that didn't work. Maybe he's trying to get Robbie Sawyer's trophy.
They're talking about us.
Good to see you, Brian Smith. You coming back tomorrow?
Well, Jeffrey, night number one in the books. That was a fun race.
Yeah.
In the Modifieds, but I think every other class had just as good of a battle.
I'm ready. Get ready for the Modifieds main event, and they'll be going green next time by. 70 machine Terry Hirschberger starts on the pole. The 29 machine of Charles Becker second. Third place starter the 24 of Bradley Morris, and the 23 of Oris Gonella.
Orsi.
What?
Orsi.
Orsi? That's definitely not how you spell Orsi. Horsey.
Okay. No.
I'm just letting them know so they can fix that. No. Starting in the fifth spot, the 129, Andy Obertello. Sixth place starter, the 28 machine of Matt Hicks. 00 Corey Sample starts seventh. Eighth place starter, Robbie Sawyer in the 198. 42W machine, James Corey. Outside him, the 31 machine of Dave Clark. And rounding out the field, the 99 machine of
Eddie Gurrell.
Eddie Gurrell. Green flag in the air. IMCA Modified main event into turn number one. 20 laps. And stacking a bit up. Beggar to the lead, but they are a huge bunch down the back straightaway. 3 wide.
It's getting crazy right now.
Hirschberger back to the inside, battling with Beggar for the lead. Beggar trying to hold it up over Morris. Morris is now moving in there. Are they going to go 3 wide? Almost for the lead.
Trouble the 42W around.
Oh, 3 wide again. And Hirschberger's going to get turned in a stack up. A bunch of cars narrowly missed getting into this one.
Wow. Mostly cosmetic damage, it looks like, but that could have been huge, Jeffrey.
And the caution, Tommy, I don't know which car it was for. I imagine it was the stack up over in the corner, but the 42W of Corey did spin out. A harmless spin on that end, and it looks like Hirschberger got away with this one.
That was incredible. You can see some cosmetic damage on the driver's door.
Yeah, they had contact. They went 3 wide for that lead.
So what was your interesting note about Andy Obertello?
All right, so Andy Obertello, Tommy, that 29 machine, had a chat with him earlier because we saw at the end of the last race, he and Matt Hicks were having a conversation.
Yeah.
And we were curious about why they were having a conversation. We know that those two got very tight during the race. And we weren't sure if the frustration was for that or for something else.
I'm going to show a replay. Go ahead. Continue talking.
And we found out Andy was like, well, I guess one thing that would have helped me yesterday is if I had a left front shock. And then some of the older crew members walk over and go, yeah, someone forgot to tighten it down, looking at Andy.
Oops. Well, speaking of an oops, you saw it right there on the replay.
Yeah, that was an oops.
Show one more time at speed. But yeah, Jeffrey, it was a 3-wide battle up front. Hirschberger and Morris making some contact. And a stack.
It's about as good as this whole incident could have been.
Oh, totally.
Also mentioning Andy, we talked about how he and Matt Hicks got into it a little bit. Nothing more than aggressive driving between the two drivers. But Hicks threw it into turn 3 near the end of the race, drifted up, kind of chopped Obertello. Obertello was a bit upset about that.
Uh-huh.
And then when they did that chop, Hicks broke the J-bar in the back,
yes.
And the rear end was just sliding all over the place. Obertello noticed that, saw that Matt wasn't going to give up, kept doing whatever he was doing, and he said, you know, if it was today, I would have worked on passing him, but I did not want to have to work on my car just to take third place in that race. So I really don't know what's going on with this order right now.
I think they're trying to figure it out. So we asked the coverage question, who's your pick to win in the IMCA Modified main at Perris Auto Speedway? Jason Nation saying the cherry picker, the 198 of Robbie Sawyer. Billy Wormsbecker going with your guess, Jeffrey. Corey Sample.
Yeah?
And James Bragg saying the 198 of Sawyer. I feel like those are some fairly decent picks.
You know?
Yeah.
Which one am I, do you know? Of these two.
You're going to just have to play with it. Because you're the one that hooked it up.
I didn't hook this up. You liar.
We'll adjust as needed.
That's you. This is me. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why you noticed I was so much louder.
Why?
Is because my volume's way lower than yours, so I wasn't hearing it like you were. That's why I was sitting there. I'm like, "What's Tommy talking about?"
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
sounds good. Check. All right.
One to go from the flag stand.
Oh,
go green this time by.
Tommy, the race is almost done. Only 19 of the 20 laps to go.
It's go time.
Yeah, it is.
Becker, your leader. Hirschberger second. Obertello third.
Notice Morris was sent to the back for that one.
Morris was sent to the back.
So
well, he also probably came in to fix that right rear damage.
Green flag. Lap number 1.
Battle back here.
Sawyer to the inside of Matt Hicks, that 28 machine. Like you said, Tommy, it's a tough bet to go against that 198 after what we saw yesterday. A new car for Sawyer.
Obertello working that outside, Jeffrey, looking for the lead out of turn 2.
Look at that. He connected the left front shock.
And it works.
And it works. Way wide. We got a whole bunch of modifieds together. Right in that gaggle. Obertello takes over the second spot. He looks to the outside of Becker. Sawyer's following through. In the back of this pack, it's Hicks and Ganella having contact once, maybe twice. Caution flag flies for the same reason as it did earlier. 42W around in turns 1 and 2.
Gets it fired back up.
So you heard it, 2 and you're through is the call. 42W done for the night. And we can say that now because the sun has set behind us.
Is that right?
That's right. I checked. Saw it with my own peepers.
Somebody's got to use them. Carly Nicole Overtello cheering on, what'd you guess? Andy Overtello, rooting for Almost Daddy. And it looks like we got a baby bump picture.
Oh, yeah?
So congratulations there. I didn't know that. And Adrian Frost, I'm guessing the 129 as well.
Well, I'll be darned.
Hopefully that Snickers cheesecake was pretty good. Do you like cheesecake, Jeffrey?
I do.
I thought you said that you had a moment where you didn't like it.
I had a span of my life where I couldn't do cheesecake because I loved cheesecake as a kid, and you know, kind of like when you throw it hard into the turn, and sometimes you find the wall. Well, I found the wall one Christmas with cheesecake.
Yeah,
I went a little overboard, and let's just say I blew my motor.
The bottom end dropped out?
It wasn't the
or
bottom.
the top end?
It was all coming out the top. It was not pretty.
Dang.
But I decided to warm back up. Cheesecake and I had a conversation. We worked out our issues, and now we're just about teammates out on the racetrack.
Good to know.
It's real
good to
good.
know.
Yeah.
I do like cheesecake, but like you in a way, it doesn't need to happen every dessert.
I can't eat a lot of it. It's good though. Green flag, lap 3. Overtello tried to make a move on Hirschberger. Kind of opened up the door for Sawyer to look on the outside, but they're going to sort it out into turn number 1 out of turn 2. Sawyer to the inside of Overtello. That 198 car looks good.
Strong, and you get to see the top 4 on the screen.
Oh boy. Here comes Sample to the inside of Overtello. Hirschberger. Maybe an older driver, but this isn't going to work out. I mean, it kind of did, I guess. And now we have a new car volunteering to spin over in turns 1 and 2. It's the 99.
Something about those white cars. Oh, Hirschberger.
White or caution flag, not white flag.
So, Terry Hirschberger.
70 just made a hand signal out the door.
Terry Hirschberger just is not having a...
That caution came out before they crossed the line. If we revert back, I think Hirschberger, he's having a conversation with Sample. Sawyer's having a conversation with himself, I think. Sawyer's just getting back to his position, but yeah, a little bit of disagreements going on in there.
Matt Hicks is just going to join in as well.
Matt Hicks is like, I should be the leader.
It's definitely day number 2 here at Perris.
We don't get to see Matt Hicks race a lot these days.
We've gotten to see him win championships at Irwindale in front of our eyes.
That was in the Truck Series, wasn't it?
And Legend Cars, yeah. But then now he's been racing out in Verona Raceway, which is a track that I would like to go check out once, just to say that I've seen it. And like to take Low Budget TV with us sometime.
Lights are out. Caution flag is waving again.
So lights are back on.
Lights are back on. Might be the order, or maybe just we weren't mentally prepared yet.
Eddie Gurrell was the driver who spun out over in turn number 2.
There's the pit area.
There's the pit area, taking a good look as we head
lap
back
4
to the lights out.
This race might rival the last one in cautions.
Yeah, maybe I should have saved the caution one for this one.
Well, nice run here for the 29 machine. Sawyer is so happy that caution came out because he had slipped back to about 6th or 7th, and right now he's kind of sitting pretty at this point. And green flag lap number 4. Truth be told, I guess. Oh man, they're getting really aggressive. Here comes Sawyer to the outside. He takes over the lead from Becker. It was about as simple of a pass as you can imagine. Working that outside line. Well, here we go again. Wouldn't you know it, that Matt Hicks and Andy Overtello are racing side by side.
Next to each other, next door neighbors.
Sample taking over that 3rd spot, trying to. Here comes Hicks to the inside. Hirschberger still working that inside line, but Sawyer's pulling away.
Hicks not afraid to get in the middle of it.
Sample to second, Hicks to third. Obertello trying to work his way through. Morris, after restarting in the back, is going to avoid the 70. Making a slow charge forward for that 24 machine, but it is forward. Made it up to the 7th position at this point. Becker has lost his position. Obertello to 4th.
Well, it looks like they're all kind of starting to calm down just a little bit, but still some good battles on the track, like the one we're watching for 5th.
Yeah, this is good. Ganella, Becker, Morris. Morris has been on the charge since the restart, where he had to restart in the back. As Tommy mentioned, had some damage on the right rear, some pieces that were dangling. And he might get a couple more pieces dangling if we keep this up.
He's working on Becker right now.
Oh, Hicks is in the wall over in the turn number 3 and 4. Didn't really slam it, but he definitely got up to know it. And Hershberger spins out in turns 3 and 4, but he gets it going again as well. Still on the edge, Tommy.
T-Dog is just not having that 70 hook up in the corners.
Someone, I don't even know who it was, walked by me earlier today during hot laps, and it was like a voice of wisdom. He just walked by, didn't introduce himself, didn't say anything more than spin over the turn. And this might be 2 and you're through. Caution flag, 99, looks like he may be done.
Eddie Gurrell.
But this random voice of wisdom came over to me, and he said, some drivers make it look easy, and the other ones try too hard. So I guess you're on one side or the other of the spectrum. You either make it look easy or you're trying too hard. Hello.
Hello. I had to do some adjustment too. But yeah, no, Jeffrey, you're absolutely right. You know, I've always been, when I've raced, and I think I still am now, I think I've always been the guy who uses up most of the equipment that it has to offer.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty fair to say.
So I'm definitely one of those guys who make it look difficult.
Yeah, it's really saying something, Tommy, when you have a tire that's supposed to last halfway through a season, and your dad goes down to look at it after the first race and goes, what happened to your right rear?
What happened to the tread? That was back when we were racing pure stocks.
Yeah, Tommy was dirt tracking on asphalt. That was the problem.
Yeah, maybe I just entered the wrong type of class.
Maybe.
Alrighty. Well, we're getting ready to go back to green. 11 laps in.
Yep, 99 did pull it in. He's done for the night. Green flag.
Does Corey Sample have anything for the Rebel Rouser?
Gets it to the inside, challenges, but Sawyer gets the run out of turn number 2. Trouble, a little bit of contact on the back straightaway. Could have been much bigger, but luckily it wasn't. And how about this? Sample's back to the inside for the lead. So wouldn't you know it, 2 cars that we were talking about are duking it out.
So aim with the other people picking them.
You had a better strategy, though. I just went for number.
I guess 98 is close to 96.
That's true. Hicks in third, Obertello fourth. Morris has made his way to 5th. Ganella holds it in the 6th spot. Big contact going into the turn. Hershberger just had a not great entry line in there and ended up slamming into the 31 machine of Clark. Hershberger brings out the caution on lap 13.
T-Dog, man, he's just having a rough main event.
If I could guess, the next caution is going to be the 70 car because that's the way that trends have gone.
Yeah, it's been trending that way.
Yeah, the next car. And when you know that the 70 was the tail of the field, it's not good to be the tail of the field because the caution finds you. It's like Russia.
Yes.
In Russia, in Soviet Russia, caution brings out you.
Brings out you. I was like, what does this have to do with Russia? But then I realized there's
It is the simplest and most innocent of Russia jokes that I could do.
And Orsty coming into the pits. 23 machine. Or C, I should put a T in there.
But there is a T on my sheet.
Oh, okay, then Orsty.
Oh, see, now that sounds right. Unless the T's silent. The car pulls it in. They don't seem to be quick to be getting to work on it.
And unfortunate for...
He was running 6th, I believe.
Yeah. Marcus Ardina, that was his pick to win. So Marcus won our caution game, but lost out on this one. Mike Cornell saying the 198, he is going to pick them cherries. And Trevor Agger guessing Hicks is going to be the winner. Well, Hicks is in 3rd.
I will say that this event has officially gone on longer than yesterday's.
Day number 2, man.
I don't think the street stock race helped that one out at all. No. Hirschberger's bumping into. We're having a bit of a disagreement between these two drivers right now. Those were the two that had contact going into turn 1. And I don't know who's mad at who at
I
this
wonder
point.
if T-Dog is more upset about his race than just taking it out on people.
I don't know if that'll help his race anymore. Green flag. 7 laps to go. Sawyer, Sample, Hicks, Obertello.
Remember, Hicks did scrape the wall.
Saw him do this yesterday. He's working that outside line, getting it right up to whatever's left of any cushion. Sawyer's doing the same. Sample working that inside line, still hanging right in there with Sawyer. Hicks may have taken it too wide, and Obertello moves in for the kill. Stalking his prey. Obertello works that inside line. These two had contact yesterday.
And wouldn't you know it, they're battling for 3rd spot again.
Here we go again. So Obertello has his redemption moment from yesterday here. And the two guys that got into each other for the caution are right now side by side. So if I call a caution, you might know what it was.
Battle for 3rd continues on. That's the best battle to watch right now.
Yep. They cross the line, 3 laps to go.
Well, Jeffrey, is Sample hanging out, waiting for that last run, or does Sawyer have him covered? Out of turn number 2, it looks like he's gapping it.
Yeah, without a caution, Sample looks like he's going to settle for 2nd place here. Hicks goes way wide. But it's what we've seen, that 28 working as high and wide as he can. And he's gapping it from Obertello as well. White flag is flying for Robbie Sawyer, looking to go and sweep the weekend here at Perris Auto Speedway. And trouble for Morris out of turn number 4. Looked like he just over-rotated, got on the apron. Through turns 3 and 4, the 198 machine. That's a new piece. Robbie, don't let that car get any damage because he takes the win 2 for 2 this weekend.
Sample finished 2nd, 3rd spot Hicks, 4th Obertello, 5th Morris, 6th Becker, 7th Hirschberger, and 8th rounding out the field, the number 31.
Yeah, Robbie's going to want to take care of this car because it's sure taking care of him.
Yes, it has. It's made some good money this weekend. Or it's definitely the most money anybody else has made this weekend in the Modifieds.
Yeah, and the most points.
Yeah, he's going to be the points leader now. It was.
So if you're Robbie Sawyer, do you make an effort to be down here as often as you can?
Seems like it'd be a far drive from Bakersfield.
Well,
but funny enough, I think a Bakersfield driver took over a Bakersfield driver's points lead here coming into this event because it was the Dominator Brad Pounce who was the points leader going into this one. So congratulations to all the competitors.
We'll do our best to hear this interview.
Yeah. There you see your top 4 on the screen.
I don't think Hicks and Obertel are going to need to have a conversation after this race.
No, I don't think so.
They should, just for fun, though.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Robbie Sawyer. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That was a rough one. I actually got a little lucky break there. Someone chopped me down there and got us around, and I lost about 8 spots, and the yellow happened to come out, so I got my spot back. So kind of saving grace possibly. So that rule's bit me once before, and tonight it helped me back out. So, man, that's a rough one tonight. I mean, I don't know if there was just no give and take, but the track was really good, really racy. Could run all over and cut the middle. So once again, thanks to W. Hager Trucking, lets me do what I love, and Severson Suspensions, Victory Circle Race Cars, Dojo, Rosedale Automotive, everybody that helps me out. You know, Chris and Shauna do so much for me. I appreciate it. All the help tonight, getting me dialed back in after I messed a good car up.
You said at intermission, you said you were going to go back and make some changes. Did you?
Oh yeah, we put it dang near back where it was last night, which is where I was at when I unloaded. So eventually I'll listen to the guy that builds the cars and probably get a little bit better.
Well, congratulations. Here's your modified winner for tonight. Thank you all for coming tonight. Once again, thank you very much for spending your Sunday with us at Perris Auto Speedway.
Well, Jeffrey, that's it.
That's it, folks.
That's a wrap.
We want to thank you all for joining us here at Perris Auto Speedway. Might be the last time we are at this track this year, but we'll see. Maybe down the road. There might be another opportunity to come out. Certainly love watching racing from this racetrack.
Yes.
You know, it was a wild second day to this weekend, but it was still a lot of fun, and we had some interesting moments. We'll find out if we still have a camera. If we do, there's going to be one hell of a shot that you're going to see on our Facebook page coming up. Keep an eye on Facebook, Low Budget TV. That's where we post a lot of highlights. Keep an eye on our YouTube page. You'll see some full race coverage get posted there, as well as various other racing, not just dirt, but asphalt, figure eights. Who knows? Who knows? Even motorcycles.
Look at
every
this
now
car's
and
back. Remember this from a month ago?
then. Oh, man. This car is way too clean.
Hang on, I'm sorry. We're doing more interviews. Can you crank us up? Turn up the top low. No, the top one. More top. Right there, yes.
Used up a little sheet metal tonight.
Yeah, it could be even a little bit more. It feels maybe some rear suspension got caught up or something.
Damn, and you're racing. When are your next race?
Probably next weekend, but we'll go from there. See how bad the damage is and fix it and go up for the next one.
When are you coming back to Paris?
We might be out next month. You know, we might come back. We enjoy this place. Nice facility, good racetrack, hard racing. It makes you get up on the wheel. We enjoy it.
We'd like to see you come back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This young man I talked to at intermission also, man, you were dicing it around tonight.
Yeah, the track was super slick, and it didn't really matter where Robbie put his car. He still pulled on everybody. I mean, I was searching and searching and searching. I tried going up. I was watching Corey here, and he's on the bottom, so I was like, oh, well, I'll try the bottom. I tried to add a front brake just to hold it on the bottom because I almost spun out a couple times. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the run with these guys, you know, Robbie's a state champion and Corey's a national champion. I'm a rookie on dirt, so that was fun.
Well, Matthew Hicks, you were wrenching on pretty hard last night. Again this morning, I guess all that work paid off.
Well, yeah, and a lot of that goes to Robbie. You know, thank you, Robbie Sawyer, for helping us. You know, he's not afraid to help anybody. Like I said, he knows he's going to beat us.
Matthew Hicks, thank you all.
Okay, now that's a wrap. Sorry, we weren't expecting as we saw.
They said good night.
Yeah.
And then we turned around and all of a sudden we were talking again. But again, folks, a lot of racing coverage coming from lowbudget.tv. Check out lowbudget.tv.
Yeah, our
for the
schedule will be posted very soon. We'll have an updated schedule. I know it looks like the only thing we're going to cover next is the figure eight race. That's not the case.
No.
We've got all summer and going into fall and a lot of fall to cover racing action. So can't wait to start off the spring months of low budget TV, but the winter ones have been fun, starting with Antioch on New Year's and then these two winter races at Perris Auto Speedway. And we're going to continue on with figure eights here in just 2 weeks out in Florida. Jeffrey, I had a fun weekend. I hope you did too. And
Absolutely.
I hope all the viewers, thank you. I know we had some problems last night, and I think we got it all turned around.
Yeah,
here
thanks for hanging with
tonight.
us, folks.
Yeah.
Certainly hope that you had a lot more fun tonight. I know we did. I mean, we had fun both nights.
Well,
to,
it was
to be
just
honest.
we were a little bit. We had to juggle a lot last night.
And we're not good jugglers.
No, we're not. All right, folks. Well, that's a wrap here from Perris Auto Speedway, Pass Car opening weekend. We'll see you at the races.